Hey, good afternoon, y'all. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope you all are having a blessed and wonderful day. Today is Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We're at the end of the week. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful week this week. Hope everything has gone well for you. Today is the last day of June. Tomorrow's July 1st. So hope that this has been a good month for you, as well as a good week. And I hope you're having a good day as well. It's Friday, the weekend is upon us. And we at the halfway point for the year. June 30th is always the halfway point of the year. So 6 more months, and we'll be in 2024. Can you believe that? This year is going by so damn fast. Man, it's like we were just ringing in the new year. Now, it's coming in that we'll be ringing in 2024 in 6 more months. So we're at the halfway point for the year. In any event, I'm gonna get into the topic for this video. So as y'all have seen yesterday, the US Supreme Court, which, no big surprise, they've been making some controversial decisions lately. Last year was abortion. There's, with abortion. This time around, it's with affirmative action. So they ruled to end affirmative action. A lot of people are upset about that. You know, right? I can understand. People are upset about it because let's be honest. In a perfect world, we would need affirmative action. Everybody would get in based on their merits, based on their skill set. But we know that isn't the case. Affirmative action was intended for Black people. It was intended for us because we weren't able to get employment or get into colleges or universities based on our merit, based on our, test scores. So affirmative action, hey, you're not letting this person, you're not looking at their test scores or their credentials, you're looking at their race. So that opened the door for Black people, but more so white women. I'm gonna touch on that here in a second. They benefited more from affirmative action than we did. It was intended for us because, again, we were being discriminated against in jobs and in admissions to colleges and universities, which we still are being discriminated in that in a sense too. It's still systemic now. Nothing's changed. Just political correctness. Oh well, we gotta let Black people in. We gotta let minorities in now, or so-called minorities in. But it was all to fill a quota. It wasn't like again, the intended purpose for affirmative action was for Black people. It wasn't for anyone else. It was for us. Just like civil rights. Civil rights were for Black people, but with integration, they got co-opted. Now civil rights was for the disabled, um, immigrants, non-legal immigrants, the LGBTQ community. They jumped on the civil rights train. So it became for everybody, not just for us. It became for everybody, and that's how affirmative actions has has become. Again, I can understand affirmative action to a certain extent, but again, in a perfect world, I just wish it was. If this was a perfect world, it would be no need for it. But it wasn't. It was intended to help us, but it hasn't really helped us because every time you go on a job application, what do they ask you? What's your ethnicity or what's your race? They ask you your gender. Why should that matter? Why should your race matter? Why should your gender matter? Or sexual preference, or whatever the case may be? Why should that matter? If you could do the damn job and you meet the qualifications, that's all that should matter. That's all that should matter. All that should matter. Not your race, not your gender. Can you do the damn job? Do you have the qualifications for this position? That's all that should matter. Hit the thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. But again, like I was saying a couple of minutes ago, so affirmative action has benefited white women because in 1967, President Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ, made it so where women were able to get employment because he saw that women were being discriminated against. And so, you know, he wanted to make it in the workplace where women were getting positions. Are women still paid less than men? Yeah, they are, and that's because we live in a patriarch. America was founded as a patriarchal society. Most countries in the world are patriarchal, and sadly to say, women. Well, yeah, women are. The United States is actually. It's sad though. The United States lead the world in women in the disparity between men and women when it comes to pay rate. Again, if you could do the job, you get paid the same. I agree. If you could do the job. But my whole thing is this, if you can't, if you just because you are a woman doesn't mean you should get the position. I'm sorry. We need to get out of this participation Olympics or whatever you want to call it. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean that you should get the position. Can you do the damn job? Black, can you do the damn job? Just because you're a black person doesn't mean that you should get the job because it's a lot of black people who aren't qualified for positions and they got in on race, but they weren't qualified. However, on the flip side of that, there are black people who are more than qualified than their white counterparts who still didn't get the job. I have more qualifications than this joker, but you won't give me the job because I'm black. I have all kind of degrees, all kind of certificates, all kind of this and that, but you still won't give me the job because I'm black. Now I can understand affirmative action in that sense. Again, again, qualifications, qualifications. Am I making sense? Is this making sense? That's all it should be about. But affirmative action has gotten watered down. And I guess the Supreme Court saw that it's just become watered down. Now, are there instances of people not getting positions based on their race? Yes, and that should be illegal. That should be illegal. But again, this whole affirmative action thing was intended for us, but things that are intended for us are not for us. Like I stated, the Civil Rights Bill that was for Black people. No one was getting discriminated against like we were. The Jim Crow laws in the South, that was for Black people. But it became co opted and everybody boarded that train. Everybody. The disabled, Native Americans, illegal immigrants, the LGBTQ community. Next is going to be cats and dogs and rats and roaches. Everybody got boarded on that train. So it's meaningless. It's meaningless at this point. But this is what the messenger Elijah Muhammad said decades ago that we should separate from this enemy. We should separate from white mainstream society. We should. We will never, ever, never, ever, never, never, ever get justice in this country. Have we gotten justice in this country? Have we gotten fair and equitable treatment in this country? No. We should build and start our own nation. This is what this is what the messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said decades ago. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is continuing to say this. We need to separate from among her, separate from America, start our own nation, build our own, grow our own food, educate our own children, create our own jobs, employ our people, start our be one, be on our own. Just be black first in everything we do. Other races do it. Why can't we do it? We know this system was not built for us. The Supreme Court was not meant to give us justice. It wasn't. It was established by white men for white men. They didn't even treat the white woman, treat her equitable, give her fair treatment. But yet, affirmative action has benefited white women because white women, the Title IX, that's all I was going to bring up. Title IX, women's college basketball in the early 70s. Title IX, that allowed, in the early 70s, I think it was 1972, 73. My years may be off, but that allowed women into college athletics. Uh, Women's softball, women's college basketball, women's college hockey. Tell me affirmative action didn't work for them. I I quadruple dog dare you. Look how many positions of women have gotten, white women have gotten. So again, affirmative action has benefited white women more so than it did us. And it was really for them. It was intended for us, but it benefited them the most, and it really was intended for them. This was all done by design, by the way. It wasn't by accident. This was done by design. Like I said, this is why the messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said we need to separate. We will not get justice in this country. I don't know. I don't understand why people get so bent out of shape when things don't go right with the Supreme Court against us. Or they try to hang their hat on abortion. Do y'all know what abortion is? And I said on here, in the cases of incest, rape, medical emergencies, I'm for abortion. Those three cases: incest, rape, medical emergencies. I understand abortions. I will agree with abortion on those three cases. But if you go out here, sleep with somebody, you decide, well, I'm not ready to have a child. I'm too young. I want to start my career. Yada yada yada. I think I'm gonna get an abortion. Really, really, really. So because you had a few moments of passion, you don't want to do what you need to do to go through 9 months of pregnancy, have a baby, but you wanted, a few moments of passion. You're not willing to, I don't want to say pay the price, because having a child is a joyous occasion. So, but you don't want to reap the consequences of your action, for lack of a better term. So you just go out here willy nilly and having sex with any, and this goes for men too, but we cannot have babies. Women can, despite what the narrative is these days. Men can have babies. Women can. So you go out here, sleep with whomever, few moments of passion, and you decide, I don't want to have this child. I want an abortion. No, no, no. That's murder. That is murder. It's not fair to the unborn child. They did not ask to come here. They are innocent. No one says that you have to raise the child. That'll be the admirable thing to do, but we know stuff happens. You may not be in a situation. This is why they say abstinence. They said years ago, abstinence is the best choice. We need to take personal responsibility for our actions, men as well as women. We need to take personal responsibility for our actions. If you don't want the child, put the child up for adoption. That has happened in many cases for women, who gotten pregnant. They didn't want an abortion. They just put their children up for adoption. You have that option, but to take the life of an unborn child, it's wrong. We have to tell the truth on this, y'all. We have to take personal responsibility for our actions. People must do that. We got to stop letting them tell us that oh, the right to kill a child is your right. Yeah, okay, your body, your choice. Okay, I get it. You're right, your body, your choice. But however, y'all remember 3 years ago, what happened? What happened 3 years ago? They shut down everything around this country because of scam, a scamdemic. It was called a pandemic, but I call it a scamdemic because of COVID-19. They were forcing people to get the vaccine, and people like myself and others was like, no, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. What it was that our body, our choice? Could we say that too? Our body, our choices. Y'all could use this argument for abortion. So why didn't we have the right to use it when it came to the vaccine, to the jab? Our body, our choices. Rules apply, right? Not in this liberal, not in this country of hypocrisy with the liberals. No, no, no. It's okay to say your body, your choice for women when it comes to killing unborn babies. But when it comes to, getting a vaccine that hasn't been proven, then no, you have to take it, or you can't go anywhere. You can't travel across the country or overseas. You can't go to the movies. You can't go to sporting events. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're at risk of losing your job. Your kids can't go to school. It was ridiculous. How about they said that about abortion? You get an abortion, you can't travel. You can't do anything. You lose your job. It would be hell. Oh my God, it'd be hell up in this country. It'd be a mass riot. U.S. hypocrisy, not a democracy. It's a hypocrisy. I know I kind of veered off topic, and I do that, but I wanted to bring it back to this affirmative action thing because, again, and going before I even get back into that, going back to abortion, you notice that they preach abortion to black people, to black women. You notice abortion clinics are in black neighborhoods, low income black neighborhoods. Margaret Sanger is the one who um, who spearheaded this abortion campaign. Margaret Sanger spearheaded it. She didn't want black babies. She didn't think that she didn't think the black population deserved to live. She thought we should be annihilated. She was a female version of Adolf Hitler. But this is who y'all champion. This is who spearheaded abortions. Margaret Sanger. This is who the hill y'all choose to fight on and people y'all battle. Black people, we're the only people who celebrate our demise and will celebrate our oppressors. And when people speak against the demise and our oppressors, they're seen as the enemy. Make it make sense. I can't understand it. I can't make heads or tails of it. You can't make this stuff up. We are a sick people. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on when I do videos on here. I mean, come on, man. But back to this affirmative action. It benefited white women. Um, so they're upset. I mean, they're really, really, really are pissed off right now with the Supreme Court. Um, well, that's their problem. That's their issue. That's not our problem because it wasn't intended for us. It was really intended for them. They made it like it was supposed to be intended for us, but they benefited the most from it, and it really was intended for them, and it was done by design. So they're pissed off, and okay, oh, I get it. But again, white people's problems, white people's issues. This is something that we shouldn't really be all bent out of shape about, because even with affirmative action, we still we still wasn't getting fair treatment in employment, in anything, in college admissions, even with affirmative action. So if it wasn't working for us when it was around, it ain't gonna work for us when they ended it. So it's like business as usual. Nothing's changed. We need to focus on us. We need to start sending our children to HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities. Don't worry about the Princetons, the Harvards, the Yales, University of Michigan. Even though I'm a big University of Michigan fan, but I'd rather see a young black man, young black woman go to Norfolk State or FAMU or Grambling State or Southern than to go to University of Michigan. University of Michigan will be all right. Their endowment is in the billions. I can't remember the exact numbers, but their endowment is in the billions. They will be all right. But the HBCUs are operating really on a shoestring budget. They're surviving by the skin of their teeth. A lot of them, many of them are. But we got this notion that if we integrate into white schools, we've made it now. Mama, I made it now. Mama, I integrated into a white school. I'm with white people. I'm with people who hate me, who don't want me here. They call me names every day. They throw stuff at me, but I persevere and I made it. That's insane. That's insane. That's insanity. Why go through that hell and torture just to say that you made it? I mean, yeah, we go through things in life, but choose your battles. Why would you want to go somewhere where you're not wanted? And then you want to stick your chest out and say, I made it now? Really? Make it make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is what integration, it tricked us. It mentally, it was a, I don't want to cuss on here, but it was a mind fuck. Please forgive me for cursing on here. I try not to, but for lack of a better term, it really was. We were Jedi mind tricked. The integration will work, and it hasn't worked. I hate integration. Yeah, I understand you have to work with others. I get it. You have to, play ball with people, but to the point where it's to the detriment of your own people, that's what I hate. I hated that it was to the detriment of our people because we abandon We abandoned what we had to go to this man's world. Like Dr. Claude Anderson said, we thought the white man's ice was colder. Ice is ice. Ice is going to be cold, whether it's sold by a black person or a white person. Ice is ice. So if you have ice that's cold, keep your ice that's cold. Why you want to go to someone else's ice because you think it's colder? That's insanity. That's sick. That's stupid. That mentality is stupid. But yet and still, even in 2023, many Negroes have this mentality. Hate to say it, but they do. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on new videos on here. I think I made my point well known on this topic. So I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Comment, let me know what you think. Like I always say, like I've always said, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Please, let's do that, y'all. Especially on topics such as this. Please, 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 please. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Smash that thumbs up button down, smash it down, hit the subscribe button, and share this video. Let's get it out there on social media and the algorithm. Let's start the conversation. So please share this video, and y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Be safe out here. Like I always leave y'all. Beware and be aware. This devil is busy. He's busy. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what he comes to do. So, brothers as well as sisters, please, please, please be safe, be safe, be safe. My family in the Midwest and in the South, I hear the air quality is bad. I see that the air quality is bad out there. Been seeing it on the news, what's have you been reading it in articles. Y'all, if y'all don't have to go out, please don't go outside. If you do not have to go out, please don't go outside. If you do, take the proper precautions. But other than that, stay safe, y'all. This it's from those wildfires in Quebec, Canada. Personally, I think those were deliberately started. I think those wildfires in Quebec, Canada, were deliberately started. Yes, I do. But I'm gonna touch on that at another time. But y'all, please be safe. Take the proper precautions. If you don't have to go out, please don't go out. Drink plenty of water and just stay hydrated and stay safe. So next time, y'all, I love y'all. Take care and God bless. I'm out.